Hello. I think we are live. Hi.
Right.
Hi, Eileen.
Hi, Jeanette. How you doing?
Good. Welcome to the CraftStash live broadcast. I'm Jeanette Lane, and we're here with Eileen Hull, all the way from the States.
I am excited to be here.
We're so happy to have you. Are you
Thank you.
tired? Jet lagged?
Slightly. I don't think I'm jet lagged anymore. I'm just plain tired. I'm not sure.
Eileen has been having, she's been on tour, basically,
Yeah.
right?
Paper Trail UK.
Yes. And she has, workshops. She's been on Hachanda.
Yeah, that was scary. It was fun, actually. I didn't have to do too much.
Oh, good. And now she's here. She is here
I'm
with
here.
us. We're so excited to have you, and we have a great show planned for you. We've got giveaways. We've got demonstrations by Eileen. We have some beautiful dies to show you. Eileen, can you let us know a little bit about yourself for anybody that might not be familiar?
Sure. Yeah. As I said, I'm Eileen Hull. I'm from the United States. I live in Virginia. I'm married. I have 4 kids and 6 grandkids, and they are amazing, all of them. And I've been so busy I haven't actually missed them yet, but probably will. I'm going to meet my husband in Ireland for a week after this, so.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That'll
I
be
haven't been there
good.
yet, so, yeah, I've been designing for Sizzix for 10 years now, and it's been a really nice relationship, and I'm happy to be still doing it because I keep getting ideas thanks to people's enthusiasm and just kind of seeing what's coming up next, and
Nice.
good.
And you have, your dies are more for 3D makes. So you have can you tell us a little bit
Yeah.
of an overview of your range?
Yeah, the dies that I design are mainly called scoreboards, and they're meant to be cut with thick material, mat board, chipboard, anything up to a 1/16 of an inch deep. And so they're a little bit different than the regular dies that you might see. The blades in there are cutting blades. They're not scoring or crease blades where, if you had a piece of paper, you could fold it either way. Mine kind of have a certain way they have to go together. So that's why I'm happy to be here and kind of share some of my tips on how to put them together.
And everybody's really excited.
Oh,
so
yeah.
let's say hello to some people. Lisa Turner,
Hi,
Sue
Lisa.
Lloyd, Charlie P is watching. So usually we broadcast on our Facebook Live is on Fridays
Friday,
at
I
1 p.m.
watch you.
But
I know.
oh, thank you. So, but we're on today
Yeah.
because you are in town.
Thank
We had to
you.
clear our
Yes.
schedule for
Very
Eileen.
nice, thank you.
We have Paula Jane,
Ah.
Aisha Weatherly, Helen Griffin. Hi, Helen.
Hi, I've seen Helen on here.
Yes.
That was the first one I saw.
She's amazing.
She's amazing.
Yeah, Simply Made Crafts, Helen Griffin.
Yeah.
Jennifer Trigg is watching from Doncaster. Debbie Siddle, hello. Shirley Clark. Shelley Yalden wants to know if we can all go on that tour, your paper trail tour.
I don't think you would fit in the car, but we could try.
Cheryl Maycock says, hello,
Oh,
this is brilliant. So thrilled to see you. Joe Crafty, hello. Keep the comments coming. So yeah, everybody's really looking forward to it.
Well, good. I am
And we also are going to have some questions for you,
good.
which
That's
is that okay?
Yeah, that's
All right.
great.
Nice.
Please. Bring 'em on.
So I think, is that okay? Yeah, make sure to tag your friends on, if you're allowed to share this broadcast in your crafty groups with your friends, with your family, so that everybody can catch up, tune in on the fun. So let's start off with your gorgeous, the best die I've ever seen in my life,
It's pretty fun.
the notebook die.
It's interesting because this is a different size than I've done before. And if you look at this die, everything to make a
Ooh,
die, whoops,
sorry.
has to fit on here. So it's always kind of a challenge to see how big an item I can fit on a die.
Right.
So the one that we're doing today it perfectly fits an A6 book, which you guys have over here in the UK. We don't have them in the US, but it also has a piece on here that will help you cut the pages. So if you don't have access to those books, you can just make your own. And you can customize them to any color or shape or size, whatever you like inside the book.
So this die made all these
They
notebooks.
made all of those, yeah.
And we'll show these two. They're amazing.
They are amazing. They were made by my inspiration team, and I have 11 people on that, and they create these amazing books for me and projects.
Can I please show these on the close-up so everybody can see? Thank you so much.
Yeah,
So here's one. Can you talk us through this?
Yeah, this is from Maggie Harding. She loves her Graphic 45. So she has made kind of a junk journal, but she's used the Graphic 45 papers, which kind of brings it all together and, you know, shows off those beautiful colors and, you know, she's added in little flowers. I can't see. Oh, there it is. I'll look on the screen.
Sorry.
She's used other dyes to embellish the books, and she likes little pockets in the folders and tags and all that, and they're fun to kind of fold out, and a little waterfall in the back there. Yeah, so that's that one.
So the die cuts out the
die will
holes.
it'll cut the holes and the score lines, everything that you need to make that book. That will do it.
So it makes the base for it, and then you can
It makes
embellish it.
the base and the pages. Yeah.
That's a cool. And then you thread
You
in
add
your
all your stuff,
notebooks
right.
with the
That
elastics.
one is traveler's notebook style, which means you have the elastic so you can kind of take pages in and out, but you could also stitch them in, you could sew
So
them,
there's
you
the
could,
elastic.
you know, with your machine, you can stitch them by hand, make a little pamphlet, you can staple the books together, however you like. Yeah, this is a fun one too. That's also made by Maggie, and that has kind of a steampunk feel to it. I think that's also, man, that might be Stamperia paper. So you see, what I really like about this book is you can take your stacks that you buy with, you know, all the coordinated paper, and sometimes you just, you know, you use a couple and you really like them, and then you have the rest left over. That's another die in the back. That one is called the gift card folder. So you can use other dies with this one, and again, it's nice and rigid, and you can hold your little ticket stubs or whatever you like inside.
And you can add,
You can add your little
closures.
Or,
and then you can just tie it together.
yeah, tie it together. But you could use elastic to wrap that around. Yeah, here's another one. And this is made from leather. And then Susie has just embossed it and says, go see do. And it's a great way to use it for a travel notebook. And I think that would be really fun for the men in your life who don't like a lot of frilly things, but they like the feel of the leather. I made one for my husband, actually. And then what I love is how she used the maps as the pages. So then she's just kind of tucked them in there.
So
too.
they
Yeah,
slide
so
out.
you can, if you did it as like like an art journal, you can take your pages out. If you had some maybe made of watercolor paper and you wanted to work on them, you just slip them out of the elastic and then work on them and put them back in.
And you're going to show us how to make one of these journals
Yes,
in
I
just a
am.
bit. We're really excited.
Yeah.
And what I love about it is that this die can cut, because it's a steel rule die, so it can
Right,
cut
steel
different
rule
materials. So you
cuts
can cut
so many different materials.
gray board and leather.
Yeah, and felt and paper, you know, now it's going to cut the paper. It may not score the paper because the blades are only meant to go a little halfway down on the thick material. So you might get a little scored line. You can also laminate it. You can cut it out of paper and you know, laminate it first is what I do, and then just put it on your scoreboard and go down the score lines there.
And we have some more to show here.
So cute.
Thank you.
That's another one by Susie, and she has used that really adorable Alice paper. She also used some shrinky dinks on the closure there, and just kind of made it really cute.
Oops, sorry, I didn't know I was going to do
so
that.
look inside.
Sorry about
These
that.
are on the first page that she did. She used some other dies. Those are the journaling cards. And so,
Also one of your dies.
right, yeah. And if you look, she's kind of situated the little hearts inside right where they
Oh, yeah.
fit, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, look, turn to the next one. That's my favorite.
The next notebook?
Yeah, the next notebook. Because that one just really, she was in my kitchen when she was making this. She's like, oh, yes. So open that page. See how it's just perfectly on the envelope there?
Ooh.
I know.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
She is good. They all are.
And I love that you can customize your own journal. These would be great
Colors.
for gifts, for like Christmas
Right.
gifts, just
Yes,
making them
absolutely.
for somebody. Sorry, let me show you this
Yeah.
other one.
That's another leather book. Now that one we've colored with some of my inks, and we've embossed it with a twisted wire. So I twisted wire to spell out wander and then emboss that into the cover. So you can customize that. You could put the name of your person you want to give it to, you put a date on there, a word, whatever you like. And those really hold up, those leather ones.
Now I'm really into journaling. I love journaling, and I've tried to make my own traveler's notebook. I have failed because I've tried to do it by myself. But with this die, I love that it has the punches. I mean, the little holes, so you know exactly where to put your elastics. Everything is symmetrical. Like you should have seen my attempt.
Well, you know,
You'll never see it.
Do the fun part yourself. Just use the die to cut it out, and then you get to
then you can
decorate.
add all your little
pockets,
notebooks, pictures,
Yeah, I don't know if you want to see
journaling.
a couple more. Or
Yes.
you wanna wait? Yeah.
No, absolutely.
All
We
right,
want to see
here's
more.
a-
What the heck? That's crazy.
Yeah, this is a crazy one.
That's
His legs
amazing.
cut.
And because
His legs are gone.
oh no.
Our skeleton legs have gone to the wrong side. Oh wait, no.
Is it on this
they
side,
go
on the
down
bottom
here.
side?
They're supposed to like sit if you.
Look at that.
There's a story behind this.
Oh, it's supposed to go
She-
like this in the center.
Yeah, and then when you sit, you know, its little legs. Go.
Oh yeah. Oh
The
gosh,
way
that's
that
so
we-
cool.
This is our friend Mitziana.
That's amazing.
She used a Dollar Tree Pegasus pony, and she chopped the wings off
Oh,
and
for
colored
that.
them and stuck them on there.
That's
and then She called
amazing.
me and she's like, "We need more Pegasus ponies," so I wound up sending her more. And then another person in the fan club took the wingless ponies, and they were going to make a little stable for them. So we have a fan club, in case you're wondering. It's called the
That's
Eileen
so
Hull Fan Club on Facebook.
cool.
If you'd like to join, we'd love to have you. We do lots of fun stuff like that in there. Just
That's
kinda
amazing.
joking around.
And because the journal die the notebook die is a steel roll die, you're able to cut from this thick mat board and
Right.
create these works of art because you can layer and layer and layer
Right.
upon mat board. You can't really see it because it's really dark, but
Yeah.
just an example of something that you can do. That is jaw dropping. It's amazing.
It is. All right, here's another one. What I like
Just
about
the time
this,
for
it's
Halloween.
Halloween, but if you go to the side, you can see the different ways that you can use the closure. That's not meant to be a little plaque there, but she used it as one. I think it's really cute. So you can decorate
sorry.
for the holidays.
Let me give you more time to soak that in right there because that's just beautiful. I can't believe it's Halloween, almost right around the corner.
I know.
Crazy. But yes,
Yeah.
these are amazing, Eileen.
They are. I say thank you, team.
So
Thank you,
nice.
team.
I cannot
Wish
get
you could
over.
I wish we could show you all of them because we have 2 boxes full of them.
Yes.
But
And when you see, you're going to show us how to make one in just a bit. And when you
Yes,
see
we
how
will.
easy it is, you're just going to be blown away because
it is
anybody
easy.
can do it.
Anybody can, yeah. I mean, these guys are pretty special.
Yes.
You know, anybody can. It's
They're so
it's
talented.
really
let me move
Yeah.
these out of the way
You
just
wanna
so
wait?
that we let's check in on the comments just so
Yeah,
let me
let's
move
see
this out of the way
what's going
first so we have more room because you're going to
good.
craft for us in just a
Yeah.
bit.
We can
So
save
we
these for later.
we have lots of Eileen's designs on CraftStash, so make sure to head over there. Her designs start at $4.99, but also there is a special offer which you can head to the website. Find those special offers there. You'll be able to find them really easily. You can go to craftstash.co.uk or our US site. We have a US site, which is craftstash.us. Really excited about that. Ooh, Muriel says fabulous creations. Your Ulrich Krupa says
Oh, Ulrika.
Eileen's journal dies are the best.
Aw.
Becky Holidays is amazed at all the different styles that the design team made.
Yes.
Debbie Siddle says that she would use heat-resistant thick acetate to make a journal. That'd be cool. It'd be
Do it.
see-through.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I love that. And Shelly Alden says she has a few ideas already for handmade Christmas presents. Yes, nice, perfect for gifts. And of course, Eileen has more designs. You have the notebook, but you also have the wrapped journal design
Trinket
dies,
box, we
the
have,
trinket box.
Some
which is
things. Yes, we have a trinket box, and that's a fun one.
This one is really cool. Let me show that. So that's also available on the CraftStash website. It makes a box. Open it up. Ooh, it's upside down.
Notebooks go inside.
Small notebooks go inside.
Three little notebooks, and that's a separate die.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
a different
which
die.
we have.
But you can also make little itty bitty notebooks. Let me
Yeah.
show you the size comparison.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Another option for that one.
So nice. And then these notebooks fit in here.
Yeah.
And you
Or
have-
it will also hold the stacking drawer die, which it will cut a single one, then when you stack them, 3 of them up, it will.
It comes
they'll
out, right?
fit inside. It
There it
does.
is.
But then
Like, I don't
it's
wanna
got
tear
the
it.
little- Yeah, with the travel and all that.
Makes a little chest of drawers.
Yes.
So
It'd
cute.
be cute for like little Barbie clothes or
Little
hair
keepsakes.
accessories
I
or
love it. I don't want to pull it
jewelry.
too hard. I'm
That's all right.
scared I'm going to tear it.
No, you're fine.
But
Pretty
that's so
sturdy, really.
nice.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I know. Should I put it back?
Yeah. Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'm like, Eileen, tidy,
Yes.
tidy
Go
the
to
studio. Tidy the studio, Eileen.
Earn your keep.
So we have an amazing giveaway to announce. We have, I forgot what it is, 2 prize bundles, sorry. 3 prize bundles. What am I saying? 3 chances to win live and to enter the giveaway. We're just gonna pick randomly. So just comment away, and we're gonna pick a winner. 3 winners at the end of the broadcast. And our prize value is over 160 pounds worth of dies.
Crazy.
Yeah, so we're really excited. So let me just read these prizes to you. So the first winner is going to win the pocket notebook by Eileen Hull, the journaling cards hearts die set, a package of the map board, which
Oh,
I think
nice.
you have some
I do.
there. But you're gonna need some map board if you want to make
will.
the journal die, sorry, and then the journaling words by Eileen Hull, which is really nice too. Which you have that. You're gonna use that in a demonstration in just a bit. The second prize is the trinket box and frame. That was a trinket box I just showed, or is
No, that was a treasure.
Okay, so the second prize is going to be the trinket box and also a package of the mat board. So you need a mat board to make a trinket box. And then the third prize is going to be a pocket notebook, the stitchy flowers and leaf, the leaves, spring leaves by Eileen Hull, and some felt.
Nice.
A pack of felt, colorful felt, so that you can make your, sorry, just moving you over just a little bit. So you're, no, you're good. All right, and to enter that giveaway, all you have to do is just leave a comment. You are entered. So comment away. You can comment as many times as you like. Just keep commenting, and we will pick 3 winners at the end of the broadcast. We're going to move on to our first demonstration. Yeah,
All right.
you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let me know if I can do anything to help.
Well,
I'm on
I'll
hand.
draft you into some things here. All right. Well, so what I want to show you today is basically how just to put this together, just so you know. I want to give you some tips on using pattern paper, and got some adhesive here. So I'm going to get my trimmer, and we're just going to cut our paper in half. This is 12 by 12 sheet.
I'm gonna move.
I'm used to this trimmer, but I'm glad you have it in inches. Yeah, I'm not used to the miles and the kilometers and all that. All right, so I've just trimmed my paper in half. Now this one is not a specific directional print, but the technique would be the same because I'll show you. When we cut this die, you know, the basic idea is we're going to cut out 2. So here we have the binding. So we're going to cut one.
Sorry, I'm just going to move you just a little bit.
Sorry, I'm reaching
Sorry.
over. And then we're going to flip it and line up these 2. So you can tell if you were using pattern paper that had words on it and you were cutting one way, then you would have to turn it to cut another one so it would line up and have the text going in the right way. So what I do is I will take a marker and I'll write on here front and then back. Then I know this one is always going to be the front. Then I turn it and I cut the back. Just so that helps me a little bit, because I keep making the same mistakes, and any little thing I can do to make it easier is good. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some adhesive, and I'm going to cover the area that I need for the cover of the book, which is just this little piece here. So, Jeanette, if you could just trim about
Sure.
maybe that much on there.
All the way to the top?
Yeah.
Trimming away.
Well,
Enter that giveaway. Don't forget, just
the
leave a
giveaway.
comment.
Leave
comment,
a
comment,
comment.
comment like crazy. We're going to pick.
it's the thing that takes the longest time is getting the adhesive off.
I struggle with
know.
release paper of any kind.
And I can't remember which side is the sticky side. All right, so we're just going to put the adhesive on the mat board. And I like to put the adhesive on first. Some people like to cut them out and then put on the adhesive, but I feel like if you do it all at one time, you're saving money or saving time, And also, because this is dimensional, if you were to cut them out separately and you went to wrap the paper around the cover, because of those little score lines there, you would come up a little short. So I always do it together. Just a tip. So we're going to do this twice. So Jeanette, if you wanted to add some more adhesive on here.
Just all the way to the.
Wait, I gave you the wrong one.
Oh,
This one.
I need a fresh one.
Yeah, we're just going to use like that much. So here's.
Thank you.
All right. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this with paper. Now, if you look on the die, I'm not sure you can really see those lines there, but this piece is the cover, which we'll do twice, and then this is the page, and I'm going to show you that in a little bit, how you can use that to make your pages if you don't have a cute little insert book like we have. So I'm just peeling off the release paper, and I'm going to add my pattern paper to either side. This is going to be the right side. Okay, it's important to cover all the adhesive, otherwise you're going to get it on your die and you'll just have to rub it off. So it's easier to just. All right, so I can start cutting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Big Shot, and I like to use my extended cutting pads because
I have those.
There they are. Oh, it's starting to look like home here. I like to have a little bit of room underneath because if you line this up and you don't have your die covered, if all these cutting lines are not covered, you're going to have to cut it by hand. You don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to trim this off so just make it easier for you to see. You could rip it, but I'm trying to be neat. Very unlike myself. All right, so now we have our mat board on the paper on the mat board, and here's our die. This is the piece I want to cover, and so I'm just going to flip this over because we want the right side facing the die, and I'm just going to roll that through and cut it out. Did I see that okay?
Do you recommend? We have a question, Eileen.
Yeah.
Do you recommend that people get the extended cutting pads for this?
Yeah, you don't need them. Technically, you don't need them because the piece that you would cut out of mat board is only this long, and a regular cutting pad
Right.
would work, but I like to have one underneath. So that's just me. No, you don't need to, but it's, you know.
It'll make your life easier, I think.
It does for me.
Yeah.
All right, and I've cut a lot of these. One other thing that I want to mention is that you will want to get your die pick, and every 2 or 3 times that you cut this, you'll want to pick these holes out because they will get packed in there and you will have to be, oh, thank you very much. I don't have any in here right now, they popped out, but sometimes they don't. So you just want to pick them all out every 2 or 3 times that you cut this mat board. This is really thick, you can kind of see here. That's a sturdy book right there. Okay, so Jeanette has hers ready. Yes.
Did I do a good job?
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Big help. And if you just want to get right with the paper, we can throw that on there. So we need the 2 covers. See, this one, because it's not really directional print on the paper, you can't really tell as much as if we had text, but just keep that in mind. Probably what will happen is you will cut it one time, make a mistake, and then say, I can just,
I don't know if you
probably, if I was home, I would just flip it.
You're at home here,
Why waste the time
so
cutting?
yeah, just do as you would at home.
I am making myself right at home. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to turn it over, die cut it again, and then we're going to have 2 covers.
This is great. And for anybody just tuning in, Eileen is making the pocket notebook.
All right. Now we have another cover. All right. So I'd like to talk about the adjustable spine a little bit, which I haven't mentioned yet, but let me tidy up here and make you think I'm neat. Okay, so here are the 2 covers that we just cut out. You'll notice that there are holes at the top and the bottom, and then there's one in the middle at the end. So what we're gonna do in order to put this book together is we're gonna turn this one, like I talked about, and we're gonna match up these holes and adhere them together, and that's gonna give us our spine. Now, if you want, you could chop these off. Like if you wanted just a skinny little book, you could chop these two off and those two off and just overlap.
Sorry, Eileen, I'm gonna move this forward. Just a bit.
Yeah.
And can I just
Yeah,
shift you
sorry.
this way? No, you're fine.
I am not.
Just trying to get you
confident.
closer to the microphone.
No,
that's
good.
all.
Okay. All right. So you could. Okay. So here are the options. You can make a very skinny book, which would just be overlapping this spine here. You could do a 4, where you would overlap 2 of these tabs. You could do a 5, and that's almost 2 inches wide. Or did we do 3? You could do a 3, where you overlap all 3 of these. What size do you want to do? Big one? Little
Big,
one?
big, big.
Big, big. Go big.
Go big or go
so
home.
Let's do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some adhesive here. And then also when we put our elastic in to make the traveler's notebook, wait, I have to find
Are you looking for the elastic?
I'm looking for my
Scissors?
tape.
There it is.
Keep talking, we'll hit one of them sooner or later. All right. So I'm just going to take my adhesive and I'm going to run it down the
Gonna
middle.
push this. There we go.
I need a big bullseye so I know where to go. Now I'm going to leave that hole alone because if we want, we can add our elastic through there and make a closure. So I'm just going to, oops, I just did what I said not to do, but luckily I peeled it up.
So you don't want to put the
I
adhesive
don't
over
wanna-
the holes.
Yeah, you don't want to cover the hole because we're going to thread something through that. So we just have 2 pieces of strong adhesive here. And then I'm just going to peel this off. Now one thing you might want to think about is what side is going to be your front and back. What I like to do is I keep my front cover on top because when you fold it around, it just seems to go nicely and just curves over. If you did it the other way, you would have a piece of mat board kind of looking at your face and it just looks nicer the other way. I'll show you in a minute. So I'm just covering that. Now I've got my spine, okay? So now, let me just take this over here. You probably can't see, but I'm laying it on the edge of my table and I'm just folding over at the score lines, and that's going to give us our nice, rigid, large spine.
Nice.
That's cool. So we have a book. So the next thing that we're going to do you want to go into the pages or stringing it? Or what do you
Yeah,
wanna
can you string it?
Yeah,
So-
sure.
To
We
show
can do that.
how to do that.
Yeah. Now, I might go ahead and give a little bit of, because on here we only have 1 tab that we're hooking together. When we do 3 tabs together, it kind of is a little stronger. I might take some glue and just kind of squeeze that in there if it looks like it's going to come apart. But our elastic is going to hold it in too. That's going to help. So what I'm using for this book is a 1.5 millimeter elastic. And there are a couple ways that you can kind of string this. I'm going to make it really long. I'll show you the fancy way, but you could just take a piece of elastic, tie these at each juncture and be done with it. But I kind of like to do one because I don't like trying knots.
Okay. I move
Sorry.
your hand. Sorry, it's
Oh.
just so that everybody
Yeah,
can
this
see.
is like ridiculously long. Never mind. I hate being short. It drives me crazy. So I'm just going to put this elastic about halfway down the book. And then we're going to string it around. So if you have something else to talk about, this is the boring part. Basically, the thing that we want to keep in mind is that we are keeping all of the vertical strings going this way and the little horizontal strings on the outside going that way. So
Eileen, do these come with assembly instructions? The
yes,
guys?
they do.
Okay.
Yes, they sure do. Yeah, Sizzix has that with all of their dies. So yeah, the stringing, you can go on YouTube and you don't have to use elastic. You can use other ribbon or twine, whatever you like. See, that's the thing about leaving it too long.
Now these are special steel roll Sizzix dies, so I don't think that they go through all die cutting machines. They go through most of them, but you do need to check with your manufacturer to make sure that you're not going to ruin your machine by trying
right.
to run them through. But these dies will fit through a Sizzix Big Shot, the Sizzix Big Shot Plus, The fold away, the vagabond. So
yeah, that fold away is pretty cool.
I do like the fold away a lot.
I just got that on a trip, and it's like, wow, that will. When I go out in my trailer, that'll save me half the space.
Sorry, Eileen.
Sorry, I'm just trying to do it sideways here. All right. Going through, but a lot of times people ask me about the stringing, so it's just kind of nice to have this here if you want to come back and watch it again. But basically we're going left to right and right to left, because we're going to come up to the top here and we're going to say, where do I go next? Well, look at the spine. You're going to see wherever these gaps are, you're just going to come back in the same direction. Now this one is a little weird because you have to go through the same hole, which is okay. If you have a bamboo skewer, that will help it through the notch there. I try to use the pokey tool, but it's slippery and it doesn't work so well.
We have another question.
Yeah.
People are wondering if they can color and stamp on the mat board directly.
Oh,
So maybe
definitely.
they don't want to cover it with cardstock.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a lot of fun. We just taught a class called Love Your Lettering. We used it as a lettering journal workbook. So yeah, you can doodle on it, you can stamp on it, do your embossing powders or pastes or stencils, whatever you want to do. If you like to draw, make an art journal, just a planner, so you don't get stuck in there. I'm making it so there are 8 you could put 8 signatures in here. If I can just turn that off. Is it hot in here, or is that just me?
No, it is very warm.
All right, because I'm sweating here. These Facebook Lives are not as easy as they look, right?
No, they're not.
I know. We're in the trenches, but I know our friends are behind us here. All right, I can't get that through. But what you would do is just string all these up, and then when you're done, when we get our pages, you'll see how they fit inside.
So then you
Right.
can slide your
Right, you
notebooks.
just slide the notebook in there, and then, you're done. But I'm having trouble here. I think I didn't line it up exactly right, so that's a tip. Make sure that you have all the holes perfectly lined up as you go through. But it's just hard when you have 2 lengths of the elastic to force in through the hole, plus we're on the spine here, so. Well, there we go. Wait, I just felt it come through. All right, well that
You
took
got
10
it.
minutes of the show.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, now we're home free. We're moving through. Okay. Just so people see, because I really like the fact that you can take 8 little books and put them inside here. So you can see that just took a couple minutes. And then actually that was not a bad
And you
Like
have another journal die,
mm-hmm.
which is cool.
There we go.
Where'd it go?
Which one?
The wrap journal.
Oh, there's one right up there, the leather one.
Is this one right?
Yeah?
Yeah. But I thought we had the actual die with us.
Oh, we do.
We do. I don't know where it is.
Get it.
So this is another one of Eileen's dies. This is the wrap journal die. So it's the same concept. You can cut this from different material. What material is this? This is leather, huh?
That's leather.
And then, yeah, so it's
I read.
so it's that one. That's another one that you can get at CraftStash. We love that
Yes,
one.
that is
So
a
it
good
creates this wrap journal cover
reason I like that
instead
one-
of the
You cut it in one pass.
Yes.
One thing, you're done. Yeah. They're all fun. I try to design dies that have like 3 uses for each one. So, excuse me, when you have a die, don't be afraid to cut it apart. Trim off pieces, use them for what you're doing, and really get the value out of them. All right, so now we have our book cover. The next thing we're going to do is cut some pages. So here we go. Here's the die again. Now these pieces over here are extra. This is like a pen loop, and this one could be a pen loop too, or it could be a closure, either one of them. I like to cut these out of a paper leather or CraftStash because you can fold them without the paper degrading. Now mat board, after a while, if you fold it a million times, it's going to break down. But this one, if you use the CraftStash or paper leather, Sizzix carries that, you get a nice turn every time. It'll just stay nice and clean. All right, so what we're going to do is to put our pages, we're going to take, you can use either copier paper, you could use cardstock, that's what we have today. So I usually cut signatures. With cardstock, you can cut about 5 pages at a time. I'm going to say with cardstock, let's just do 2 because I'm not sure. I haven't tested it out.
Yeah,
That's-
that one's.
Yeah, one of the fun things about the Sizzix steel rule dies, because it can cut so many materials, you do have a little bit of experimenting to do with it, but once you get it, then you just know what it can take and not take.
Do you know what the maximum thickness of the board that these dies will cut? Like, what's the thickest
actually-
material that this die can cut?
Well, probably leather, a thicker leather. See, every material is different, so I
Right.
would say a thick chipboard. It's designed for a 1/16 of an inch. So just, test it out. You could even layer things to make a 1/16 of an inch. A lot of it is just trial and error. So, and believe me, I've had a lot of that. Okay, so here is the page. So it's this area right here. What's a little bit different about this die, and I've never done this before on one of mine, is I've left this edge right here blank. There is no cutting blade there. So that means when you line it up, if you put your fold over here, you can really make any size page. Now the cutting line ends there, but you can always trim it with your scissors. But what I'm going to do is I've taken 2 sheets of cardstock and just kind of folded them down, and then I'm going to line them up on the die and I'm going to roll them through. If you want, you can take a piece of washi tape and lay it down here, and that's, you can use that to line up all of your cuts. So I'm again just going to cover that and you roll it through. And you could use all your pattern paper. You could use whatever you want inside. Some people like to do their junk journals, so you can add in different ephemera, cut them. So here you can see we have the pages that go inside the book. Sorry. I'm getting too involved in the project. So let's put it inside our book so you can see.
That was it? That's how you make
it. Those are the pages.
That's so easy.
Yeah. So here's
And they're
our book.
perfectly
Go ahead,
sized.
put them in.
Oh, that's so cool.
Gasp.
So you could fit 8 little.
Oh, you could fit a lot more depending on how thick they are. Why don't you try one of these books
so
inside?
cool.
And look at how it matches.
How lovely.
Yeah,
These
so
would make
like
great
little folders.
Gifts. You could just make these in
Right.
bulk so fast.
Look at that.
That's amazing.
I know. And you can adjust the depth. So if you don't want to make them this thick, sometimes you don't have time.
Everybody is impressed in the studio.
Really? Are they?
Yeah, they really are
Let's
impressed.
make some books for them.
We can do. We can
Happy
just
birthday.
whip them out.
Yeah, or Merry Christmas. So see what I mean about this, when you figure out which one you want for the front, how much nicer it looks when you have it going this way and not having
Right.
that looking at you. That's what I meant by that.
That makes sense.
So yeah, there's that.
So easy. I'm
Yeah.
loving it, and I love that you can cut from different, thicker materials like leather,
Yeah, the leather is really fun. I'm loving that.
felt. You have a felt
The
one
felt,
over
yeah.
there that I
This is-
spy.
Yeah, this is a book that I taught.
Sorry, Eileen.
Keeps guiding my
I
head.
know. Sorry. Trying to get you in the
Sorry.
center of the frame.
I'm used to having look closer to me. So this is one of the books that we did at one of the workshops that I taught on my trip. So I had 4 designs. One of them was leather, one was felt, one was mat board, and I forget the other one. Oh, it was a lettering journal, also made out of mat board. But we just die cut shapes out of here and sewed them on, and then we used it as like a little stitching book. So this was.
And that's from your stitchy flowers.
Yes.
Right? Those are the stitchy flowers
Yeah.
and leaf dies.
Yeah, it's kind of a combination. I just took whatever ones I had, and whenever I have scraps of felt, I just cut them and kind of put them in a bag, and then I have them when I need it.
So I just wanted to show all these side by side because look at all the materials that you can cut these from. So leather,
Mat
mat
board. with
board,
paper.
and felt.
Right.
And fabric too. You can do
Yeah.
fabric.
And different size spines.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's so
Lots
cool,
of
Eileen.
ideas.
Lots.
Yeah.
Lots of things that you can do.
I know. Let me show you one more thing. Was there a little piece of elastic here?
I think I threw it away.
Okay, let me just show you.
This one.
Yes, thank you. It's
Sorry.
the perfect size. I just wanted to show you what those little holes are for on the side of the book. So what I'm going to do is just make like a little knot here, and I'm going to thread that through. Now, if you did two, you know, if you overlapped 3 of these pieces, these would be not in alignment, so you could just poke a hole through if you have like a crocodile or a big bite. But I'm just kind of doubling this elastic and threading it through. And then you've got a nice little closure for your book. You put charms on there, whatever.
Nice. I'm in awe of just how different all of these notebooks look, and it's all using the same die. We have some more over there still that we haven't shown. Yeah.
The one here is this is an art journal. Now here's another interesting thing, which I haven't mentioned yet, but this is my friend Karen. She cut this out of, I think, maybe a file folder or 2 widths of paper.
Oh yeah, it does feel like a file folder.
It's kind of waxed, this cool embossing technique. But what she did was, she didn't really pay attention to the spine, she just kind of rolled it. So when you do that, you get nice pages that are a little bit even wider than when you keep the spine rigid. So you can, you know, make this rolled and flatter and wider page. Nice. Yeah.
I love that. And if you could make coordinated Christmas gifts, because you could get like your little, what was it called? The little trunk, not the little trunk, the little trinket box.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can use that one and make a notebook.
You could.
And then give somebody a set, like here's a little trinket box, here's a notebook, and also your house ornament too, which you have, which we have, we filmed a video, which we will be sharing soon.
Yeah. Oh, here's another one. Now let me show you this while we're at it. Here's a fabric notebook, and what Susie did was she used double-sided foam. Sorry.
Sorry.
I feel like I'm climbing on the table. And she covered it with fabric on both sides, and she made this for her little cat, Malibu. And this is a cat collar closure, which I love. Isn't that so creative? And then she made this out of clay. I mean, crazy. And there's her little kitty. Isn't that cute?
And that's from
fabric. Double-sided adhesive foam and fabric.
Right, and then fabric.
Yeah. So just another, see, she even sculpey clay.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's really fun to see what everybody's creating.
It's so creative.
And how they use their tools, because we all like our own separate things. And
here is another die from Eileen. This is the house ornament, which we have some YouTube videos that we filmed, and we're going to show those to you soon. But I wanted to show you just how cute these are, because again, Eileen is known for her innovative 3D designs, 3D make designs. So you can create these gorgeous little ornaments. So something else that you could do with her designs. Yeah, head to CraftStash. Make sure you check out all of Eileen's gorgeous designs.
Thank you.
Did you, I think...
Are we going to decorate a page, maybe?
Yeah. You think you can do that in...
How long do we have? I don't know.
5 minutes?
5 minutes?
Yeah.
You know what? I'll show you.
I know. Earlier, Eileen impressed me. I'm like, can you assemble that thing in 10 minutes, Eileen? She's like, yes, I can.
Earlier. Not so much.
No.
Eileen likes to chat too much.
No.
All right.
We had a good time.
We've had a good time. The sweating has abated a little bit. So let me show you a couple other dies and how I like to use them. And this is a really fun one. This, I think you guys have too. This is called the journaling cards. Wait, are we going this way?
Yeah, that way.
Journaling cards, flowers, and leaves. So the way these work, and I said I like to have things work 3 ways. This will cut the outside, so if you wanted to cut just a journaling card, you will have this shaped journaling card. And then you can cut all these little leaves and flowers, and this one actually does not have a cutting blade on it, so when you cut it, it's just going to come out with the flowers.
So you could just cut like into your card.
Right, you could just cut a little opening. Or you could take the card and the flower, and this, I have to look at this every time because this is a new platform for me. You know, if you don't know, if you can't remember how to put it all together,
you're right.
Just check on here so you always figure it out.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think that's how it goes.
Well, you should know.
That should be it,
That's how I met Jeanette at Sizzix.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm just going to lay this down, and I am going to cut this out just for now. And if you want, you can take a little bit of tape and kind of make sure that that stays together. You really can't tell. It's not like a big deal if that comes apart, but I'm just going to roll that through.
Is that the right sandwich? Yay!
Yes, it is. Well Well, that's a good thing. If it's not the right sandwich, it's not going to go through. And I like that. So here's what we'll have. This cute little card plus all of these little cut shapes. I'm going to move this forward here a little bit.
Thank you.
They're going to fire me.
No. No, you
All
are
right,
fine.
so see that? Aren't they cute?
Ooh.
So you can take them and look at they match. So you could just take that and put that right on your front. You could use it to decorate
That.
your pages. You can use them to put cards. These fit A6 cards too.
Oh, okay.
It's perfectly inside. So, you know, that would be cute with a little sentiment stamped underneath. Or you could take these flowers, you can make them dimensional and kind of curl them a little bit, make different colors.
Right, and
And
again, that is the flowers and leaves.
Journaling card, flowers,
Journaling
and leaves.
cards, flowers,
yeah,
and
it's
leaves,
too long.
sorry.
Too long there.
Too long.
But here's the other side of it too. So there's also one that will cut a straight card and a little leaf shape.
I really love sentiment dies, so I'm really excited
Yes,
about
that's
this
a
one.
good
This
one.
is the journaling
Yeah.
words.
You could take that and put it right on the front journal.
And they're so delicate
Oh.
too.
Adhesive.
Really
Yeah.
nice. Love that.
Thank you. All right, what else do you want to see? We have 2 minutes left?
Yeah, maybe. No, I don't want to rush you. So I
No,
think
I'm good.
no. Yeah, you are fine. So let us read some more comments because everybody is loving these. Debbie Bankston says those flowers and leaves from that set are awesome.
Aw,
They are.
thanks, Debbie.
Sue Christie says that her imagination is going wild. Thanks for the
Good.
beautiful designs.
I like it.
It is so inspiring to see these journals and what you
They
can
are
do.
amazing. Yeah.
Journaling cards, flowers,
Here's another bunch of leaves. These are the stitchy flowers. So these are just kind of bigger. So if you wanted a big one on the front.
Are those the ones that you made that cover with?
I use some of them, yeah. Let's see.
Yep.
I'm trying to see where they are, but yes, these are a mixture. They're in my bag. Whatever I have, I just kind of throw in there. So it's fun to mix and match your
Yeah.
flowers. Yeah.
Make sure to head to the CraftStash website so that you can
Yes.
see all of Eileen's designs. Right there, design items starting at $4.99. Exciting! So
Yes.
I think we're almost at the end,
All
Eileen.
right. Well,
I think we are.
hang in
Yeah.
there with me. Sorry,
I just
have
kept
a
moving your
nightmare
hands the whole
going,
time.
"Wow."
I was like, Eileen, closer.
she did. She
closer.
did.
I'm sorry.
No.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine now.
Okay.
Now I can do it. Too late. It's been fun.
Just gonna say, Jeanette just
I was so
hurt me
happy
the whole
to know it
time.
was you. 'Cause
I
know
know.
you.
I know.
This is scary, guys. So
No, it's nice because it's just nice to hear another American accent in the office. I was saying.
yes, it's nice to hear that.
Yeah. So glad to have you, Eileen. Thank you for joining us
Anytime.
from so far away.
Anytime I'm here.
So we have our winners to pick.
Yeah. Good. Good luck.
Sorry, I need to read this. Helen Griffin says that she pushes my elbows up too
Oh, does
when she's here. I'm like,
See?
I do that to everybody. I'm like, you need to move your hands just a little bit. I'm gentle, guys. I don't hurt
She is,
anybody. Okay, so we have our giveaway prizes to our winners to pick.
All right.
So our first prize again is going to win the pocket notebook die set, the journaling cards. Oh, cool.
Cards.
Journaling cards, the
Some
mat board,
fun. Map board, where is it?
and the journaling words. What a prize. Oh gosh, that's a dream prize right there. That is, if anybody wants to buy me a Christmas present, that
pretty.
little set there is perfect.
That is
The
a
little
cute
bundle
one.
is perfect to give away. All right, so. All right, here we go. We're going to pick somebody. Just scrolling randomly. Gonna scroll randomly, and we're going to pick. Oh, geez, sorry. Almost
Is
paused
that
the
how you
button.
do it?
Uh-huh.
Gee,
What happened?
I didn't know
What's-
what you picked.
What's wrong? Am I
Nothing.
doing something? I don't know. People are laughing at me. I don't know why. What
I didn't know
did.
that was how this was picked.
What do you mean? I'm so confused.
I
Tell
don't
me
know, all
later.
these people do these random generators and all this stuff. It's like,
Oh.
there's your finger as the random generator.
Yeah. We're just
Yeah.
keeping it simple. Here we go.
That's a good idea.
Our first winner is Lorraine Crosby.
Oh, Lorraine was in one of our classes.
Oh,
that's great. Thanks. Good,
Yay!
Lorraine.
Congratulations! So you won that amazing
Congratulations.
first prize bundle.
That's cool.
Send your mailing information via private Facebook message on our, so you can send a message to our CraftStash page. Send us your mailing information, or you can email me, Jeanette at craftstash.co.uk, and I will get your mailing information to the right person. All right, our second winner is going to win the trinket box and frame die set. So you'll be able to make that little trinket box. And they're going to win the mat board pack so that they can make the box, which you have the mat board there somewhere. All right. We're so advanced here with our picking methods. Jane Stillman.
Congratulations,
well done.
Jane. That's a good
Congratulations. It is. Well done. Well done. We will pick somebody from YouTube because we're streaming both to Facebook and YouTube because we're
fancy.
We are fancy. We just don't have a fancy picking system at the moment.
It's fine. It works. It's random. You're
And
exactly right.
our third prize is going to be the pocket notebook.
Okay.
So you can
just
make
yeah.
that one. That's so cool. The
one,
Stitchy
yeah.
Flowers and Leaf die set.
That's this.
The Spring Leaves.
I don't have that one on
It-
hand.
and the felt sheet. So you get a 10-pack of felt so that you
Felt,
can
That's what's in here.
make a felty notebook.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Victoria Bunn. Thank
Yay!
you.
Congratulations.
Victoria Bunn, you are the
Good.
third winner.
Have fun.
Amazing! Thank you so much to everybody who was watching. Charlie P says that she's laughing so hard right now, so glad we are entertaining everybody.
Oh, that's good. If nothing else.
Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Eileen, for coming all the way
Thank
from
you,
the States
Jeanette.
to
It was
see us. I
great.
know
It was
it feels
great.
like, I don't know, kind of.
It's home.
It does feel kind of like a little
Yeah.
piece of home.
Even though we like it here too.
Oh, yeah, we do.
A lot. Might not go home.
I don't mind. You can stay with me.
All right.
You can craft all night. Well, thank you again, and we will be back on Friday for another show. Friday at 1 p.m. So come back, same time, same place. See you guys. Bye.